My boys won't hesitate to run up on your boy. 엉덩이 빵빵빵 남자들은 탐탐탐 내 입술 냠냠냠 어디 가도 당당당 등장은 짠짠짠 삐자 빵빵빵.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, my name is Kori. So our topic for this seminar 2 is Workmanship, Quality and Inspection. For this topic, we decided to choose Masjid Sultan Ismail Petra Silver Jubilee as our case study. It is located at the edge of the Pasir Mas Rantau Panjang Highway, Rantau Panjang, Kelantan. It got the nickname as a Masjid Beijing because of the Chinese style mosque in Rantau Panjang, Kelantan, Malaysia. The mosque resembles the one-year-old Niuji Mosque in the Beijing, China. The construction of this mosque started on September 12, 2005, and the mosque was inaugurated in August 2009 with a total estimated building cost of 8.8 million. The mosque boasts a total area of 3.7 acres and can accommodate 1,000 worshippers at one time. So, what is workmanship, quality and inspection? Quality workmanship is a comprehensive approach to bolster the durability, serviceability and safety aspect of the construction. With the evolving competitive market scenario, quality workmanship prepares the employer and workmen to meet the challenges of the changing time and conditions. Next, quality inspection is an activity of checking, measuring or testing one or more product or service characteristic and comparing the results with the specific requirements to confirm compliance.
The problem issue that we found is a defect that could be due to aging structure movement, defect workmanship during installation, thermal movement defect or missing expansion joints that can damage caused by external factor, increase of water into the gap between the finish or tiles and the structure. The type of defects that can be found at the case study is a dampness that can be a joint matter, especially to structures situated close water source. The primary driver of cleanliness is water entering or working through various causes. Water infiltration happens usually through diver presented to waning, wet, wine or rain. And for the defect of fall is a pop-ups. As the name indicates, these are small pockets. The moisture on the surface of these areas peel off and this leads to cone-shaped holes. This leads to further contamination of the material inside and worsen the concrete sustainable. Second effect is a shrink cracks. This is one the most severe type of concrete distress. Improper curing sewing joints incorrectly and poor steel reinforcement result in this type of shrink cracks. Another defect on the wall is a mildew. It's a form of fungus which grows well in warm, moist and dark place. It grows rapidly and develop the grey color patches on the paint surface. It also affected the bond between paint coats and prevent keeping the surface dry and clean before applying a paint. If there is any trace of mildew grow, then wash the surface with the solution of bleach. For the defect on the floor is a cracked tiles. When the advisors under the tiles did not cover the entire surface, there will be void under some portion of tiles. When pressure is applied to those tiles, it may get cracked. And second defect that can be found is a chipped tiles. Chipped tiles defect causes due to the dragging of heavy furniture, hard objects on the tile surface, knocks on the edge or corner of the tiles are lead to flat.
Regarding to this problem, workmanship is about quality, which is good or bad. The failure of building structure is due to the workmanship negation and the lack of effort that put into quality control process. The construction industry and professional at every level is responsible for meeting standard of quality, care and expertise. This issue of construction quality and workmanship have always been a major challenge in Malaysia. In this case study, there are consequences based on the defect that has been mentioned earlier. This problem occurred because of the mosque was not well managed by the local government in terms of building quality and control. Supposedly, the local authority need to have responsibilities to make sure that the mosque is safe for the occupant. So, government need to prepare maintenance strategy of the building element of the mosque. The defect that has been found can affect the condition of the building either in terms of aesthetic, comfort and safety of the occupant. Based on the poor workmanship quality, it will give a lot of effect according to the defect that Hanis mentioned earlier. This defect can increase and will affect the value of this building. It also can bring negative impact to the occupant. Therefore, it may affect the appearance of the building, where it can give unpleasant view to the public perception. Then, it also will affect the building occupant and reducing the life of the building. According to the building control, the aim is to make sure that visitor and occupant is protected from any issue when they at the mosque. In this case study of Beijing Mosque, it shows that the defect that appear or occur will expose the occupant to the risk of uncomfortable, property damage and can cause injury or death to occupant. In this case, it shows that QLASIC is very important to be applied to measure and evaluate the workmanship quality of a building construction work based on construction industry standard. The needs of quality workmanship in construction should not be taken lightly as it ensures future problems.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Sir Yazid. I'm Karnisa Aiman binti Abdul Jabbar from AP2293A. I'm going to talk about the solution for this workmanship, quality and inspection. I would like to highlight some of the defects at Masjid Beijing. There is water seepage at some of the places. The failure causes by moisture from wet areas which deteriorates faster than expected. To prevent the water seepage, exterior waterproofing coats are required to be applied on the external wall. A waterproof coat will create a barrier to the rainwater and moisture and can prevent dam wall. Second, the major failure is the cracks that are found at the pillar of the mosque. The causes are there are probably contraction and expansion of building materials due to fluctuations in temperature and moisture contents. A small amount of temperature stay reinforcement will reduce the width of cracks that will occur. There are ways to minimize the potential of defects for the building. First, improve workers' performance. Competent, knowledgeable, and skilled manpower is important in the construction industry. It can be done by coaching and mentoring the workers. Through coaching, it can prepare employees for advancement and responsibility. Two-way communication is an effective way to determine both positive and negative performance efforts. Second, require quality checks when accepting materials. Raw materials should be stored in the correct storage conditions. When receiving materials, complete a quality control inspection to ensure only approved products are accepted and items have not been damaged while in storage or during transit. Third, perform regular inspections. According to some estimates, construction rework can account for between 2% and 20% of a typical project's contract amount. The costly outcome can be avoided by assessing the quality of the workmanship and identifying errors before they lead to major problems and rework. Lastly, a proper design can get rid of workmanship defects and help to avoid the defects. Inadequately worded specifications and uncertain designs always cause low construction quality. In addition, Well-prepared designs and drawings affect the future works to become easier, and the defects can be identified and rectified more effectively. That's all from me. Thank you.
The defect issue that happened in massive paging is found to be degrading the effectiveness of workmanship involved. The defects are documented and the causes for that particular problem is analyzed upon by doing the inspection. Besides, by doing the inspection, we can detect the quality of workmanship, and the monitoring should be done so that the task was done correctly according to the requirements and specifications of the project. Every inspection must examine who, what, where, when, and how. Pay particular attention to items that are and are mostly likely to develop into unsafe or unhealthy conditions because of stress, wear, impact, vibration, heat, corrosion, chemical reaction, or misuse. This relates to the workmanship of the construction, as the inspection are important as they allow you to listen to the concerns of the workers and supervisors, which they can get further understanding of the job and task, and we can identify the existing and potential hazards and defects that can affect on the construction of the project. So, it is important to have a good quality of workmanship because the good workmanship refers to the quality of work to be delivered by the contractor. The work to be delivered should meet the standard of the quality that is uniform to the given industry and should be functional, safe, and usable in the ordinary sense for the building. On the other words, the importance of the higher quality workmanship in the construction of the massive paging could bring together all levels of workforce and experience in an organization for the setting standards of excellence and achieving better outcomes for the most structure.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Noor Hidayati. Let me continue with the conclusions. Poor workmanship problems are one of the causes of defects in the building that we choose for our seminar 2 assessment. Poor workmanship and low quality of material used which have been identified as major causes of defects in this building. In addition, factors that can contribute to poor workmanship can be attributed to lack of supervision, lack of experience and workplace knowledge, language barriers, and lack of communication are factors which can cause poor workmanship. However, when constructing building, the contractors play an important role in the construction site. This is because they have to supervise all works from starting of work to the completion of the project. If surveillance is done improperly, the staff can only build structures without notice from the site staff. Apart from that, a lack of work experience and competency is also a factor that can contribute to poor workmanship. Productivity cannot be achieved with speed and harder work without using better work practices. Furthermore, barriers in language and lack of communications will also result in poor workmanship on construction sites. For example, barriers in communication will lead to misunderstanding between local and foreign workers when doing works, and this will lead to poor workmanship. However, it may have a solution to reduce the workmanship problems that often occurs in construction works. For example, by providing training to the workers, strict supervisions have advantages in the construction management and good communications between construction parties. By providing training to the workers, they will have experience and it can ensure a good quality of the project. Moreover, the quality construction project will be certified by increasing the capacity of site workers. Next, the monitoring of the staff at the site must be taken seriously. With this, it can ensure the excellent quality of workmanship, and it is the supervisor needs to supervise the workers daily. By doing so, problems that arise during the workmanship can be identified and repair work can be done as soon as possible. In addition, a good site manager must be able to plan, monitor, and manage the job efficiently and effectively in order not to impact the efficiency of the work on site. In short, good site construction management is essential for every type of construction project.